Air Marshal Rana, if you're still with us, sorry, we took a fairly long, break talking to you. But we want to understand from you, the responsibility of de-escalation has to rest with Pakistan. And if Pakistan continues to escalate, what choices does India have, sir?
Absolutely. I mean, you've analyzed it very well. At all the time we have just been responsive, and we have been responsibly responsive
Yeah.
every the day one. But Pakistan has not taken heed to it. Yesterday, bolstered by the IMF loan, I think yesterday night was the massive attacks that have come by, and he's moving up the ladder to the next level of this spectrum. We have reports of the ballistic missiles being shot by Pakistan, and then if unconfirmed report of the attack over the Srinagar airfield with the aircraft. That is yet to be ascertained, but even if it is not aircraft, it positively is a larger UAV. And most of our this thing have been attacked. So he's already taking it up the escalation ladder, and the responsibility of de-escalation lies entirely with Pakistan. And should it not be de-escalating, then you said we have not even scratched the surface of our offensive capability. The day we go whole hog, I think survival of the Pakistan would be difficult. So this lesson must be taken by Pakistan, which unfortunately they haven't taken yet. But I think one point that I would want to make is that Pakistan would want to prolong this engagement and possibly prolong it more with the low-cost warfare than going whole hog. But it would be in our interest that we snuff this, right in the beginning, and don't get drawn into the long protracted.
Because nobody wants a long-drawn war, sir. I think that is something which is not in interest of the two countries and the whole region. General Chopra, sir, thank you for bearing with us, last 1 hour plus. But please give us your expert view, the visuals that you're seeing on your screen right now. If you can have those visuals full frame. There seems to be some shell. There seems to be visuals coming in from Jaisalmer. We can confirm it is from Jaisalmer. But the visuals from early morning today. In fact, there is bright sunlight. So I suspect this is something that has been recorded around 7:30 a.m. or so in the morning. But what we are seeing right now on the screen, sir, there seems to be a shell. What kind of a shell does it look like to you, sir?
This is purely a artillery shell.
Artillery shell, exactly. Okay.
It's an artillery shell.
Okay.
Can I add on something to this
please.
Tempo of warfare?
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. What I want to bring out, the two things which India has demonstrated. One is the resolve, strategic restraint, and strategic patience. What I want to say, if you continue, this is the initial tempo of war. The Pakistani, they are fighting with the, like in the RT parlance, we always say, start and end with a bang. They have started with a bang, but the tempo will fade out, because see what is happening. If we have strategic patience, they have withdrawn some of their divisions from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and also from Balochistan, which were fighting the insurgency there. Now they have been drawn to his eastern borders and western borders. There's a vacuum of security forces there. And you're well aware of the BLA and the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa TTP and also the Afghanistan. We very shortly, last 48 hours, 72 hours, you have seen there's a lot of internal security turmoil there. We must continue this holding our robust defenses, air defenses, and the line of IB and the LC. He'll relent. Let me tell you, the tempo will die out, because see, our equipment is not being destroyed. Their aircraft has brought out with 5 aircrafts, AWACS, drones, number of drones, more than 500 drones have been destroyed. The missile systems, and we have retaliated that, and our defense has been robust. Whereas we have inflicted casualties on his air bases and on his military cantonments. Therefore, the battle fatigue will set in on him. The morale will get down. He's only looking for a short window, because how his economy is. So if we show strategic restraint, strategic patience, but strategic resolve, eye for an eye, we always retaliate. Once he has retaliated, but with greater intensity. Let me assure you, the day is not far off. There'll be internal turmoil in Pakistan where Asim Munir, who's fighting a last-ditch battle, it may be the beginning or end of Asim Munir.
All right.
In fact, we have got some breaking news coming in, Karthik, and I would request our guest also to please stay on. We've been given to understand that the Airports Authority of India, or AAI, and relevant aviation authorities have now issued a series of notices of airmen, or NOTAMs, announcing the temporary closure of around 32 airports across northern and western India for all civil flight operations effective from 9th till 14th of May 2025, which in fact corresponds to 5:30 Indian Standard Time on 15th May 2025 due to operational reasons. In fact, let me also read out the names of these 32 airports that have been now shut for the civil operations. It's Adhampur, Ambala, Amritsar, Avantipur, Bhatinda, Bhuj, Bikaner, Chandigarh, Halwara, Hindon, Jaisalmer, Jammu, Jamnagar, Jodhpur, Kandla, Kangra और गग्गल, केशोड़, किशनगढ़, कुल्लू मनाली और भुंतर, लेह, लुधियाना, मुंद्रा, नालिया, पठानकोट, पटियाला, पोरबंदर, राजकोट, सरसवा, शिमला, श्रीनगर, थोइस and Uttarlai. So these 32 airports.
I want to take this point to Air Marshal Rana. Sir, many of these are not civil airports, sir. Ambala, Avantipur, Adhampur, Sirsawa, Uttarlai, these are not Thois, these are not civilian airports in any case, sir. So what do you make of this NOTAM issue that 32 airports have been closed? Yesterday what we saw was 27, and these were, most of them were dual airports, including Hindon, Jammu, etc., which are used by the Air Force and by civilians. But what do you specifically make of these 32 airstrips which have, for which the NOTAM has been issued, sir?
See, first of all these airfields, like you rightly pointed out, are primarily the one which are at the Air Force bases.